You alleged too that Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
Mm-hmm. Birthday parties. I've been to her house. She was at my bachelorette party. But you know what? At that time, my mother told me then. She said, but you got to watch that one there. And I was like, who? I said, the one dancing. She said, yes, that's Eddie Murphy's wife. She said, you got to watch that one.
Current wife at the time or ex at the time?
I want to say, I think she was still married. They were still married. And I was like, no, And so, when your mom tell you something about new school, you feel like you old school, And she was right.
Your girl, Nicole Murphy, has always been the type of person to mind her business and she stays out of drama. But when it comes to Lisa Raye McCoy, Nicole has always had her number. Now, Nicole and Lisa Raye have been on the outs ever since Lisa Raye flat out accused her of being the third party in her marriage to Michael Misick, despite the two of them being good friends. She also called Nicole Murphy out for being a homewrecker and claimed that she was always out, allegedly looking for married men. But child, Nicole has no time for the BS and name calling, and if Lisa Raye thought what she did back then was evil, then child, right now she is dealing with way worse. Apparently, there was so much beef going on between the two of them behind the scenes that Nicole Murphy had allegedly been snooping around Lisa Raye's new man as a way to get back for the things that were said about her. I mean, at this point, can the two of them ever be friends again? There's way too much drama between Lisa Raye and Nicole Murphy right now for them to ever see eye to eye again. Now, y'all need to remember, when it comes to the both of them dragging each other publicly, it was Lisa Raye that had a go at it first. Y'all remember when Lisa Raye called her out about Antoine Fuqua? Nikki got caught locking lips with Antoine Fuqua, Lela Rashawn's husband, while they were both on vacation. And dealing with that PR nightmare for Nicole was a big deal because people were like, Nicole was out to ruin Antoine Fuqua and Leah's marriage from the jump so she could have him all to herself. But when Lisa Raye started spilling some tea, child, she took things to a whole other level.
Thing is this, when you're a woman and you grown, let's handle it like a woman. Let's talk face to face and let's get it out. But here's the thing. I sat with her a couple of months ago, longer than a couple of months ago, about 6 months ago. And
this was after the alleged affair?
Before.
Okay.
And I said, let's talk about it, because I waited a very long time for you and I to get like this right here, face to face, you know?
Okay.
And
no, she's talking about Nicole, not me.
Right.
You relax.
And we had a good conversation because she said to me, you know what? We're two older women that look good that's in the business. I hate this. And I do too, because I hate when we can't bridge the gap between women. You know, we should not be in that position.
Right.
I will say this.
Even when Nicole was with her then fiance, Michael Strahan, the two of them were gearing up to tie the knot. And word is that Lisa Raye allegedly sent proof to him that Nicole was doing some shady things. And that was enough for Michael to put a pause on them jumping a broom before the two of them eventually went their separate ways.
Here's the thing, Lela and Nicole have reportedly been close friends for years, and they travel in the same circle.
And my thing is this, plus, you're not talking about it all the time. That's that friendship stuff?
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Well, but listen, the whole internet's on fire about it. Even your sister, the brat, Lisa Raye McCoy, jumped in social media and said, girl, Nikki Murphy, you went after Lela Rashawn's husband too? Shaking my head so wrong again.
Ooh, wait, hold on.
So what's the fine print of the tea? Like, did she go after Lisa Raye's husband when she was married to the...
Absolutely. When my sister was the first lady of Turks and Caicos, absolutely.
What?
And when Lisa Raye was asked why she was keeping her foot on Nicole's neck like that, Lisa Raye revealed that Nicole had an affair with Michael Misick while he was married to Lisa Raye. And it wasn't just about Nicole running around with Michael, because what got Lisa really salty about the whole thing was that she trusted Nicole as her friend, only for Nicole to turn around and hurt her the way she did.
That's true, absolutely true.
So what happened exactly?
Just what you said. She messed around with my husband. Here's the thing, we've all done something that we regret, we've all made mistakes, and we all have to learn from that. But when you start doing it and being messy enough to do it amongst family, how does a family kiss turn into a I'm sorry apology? Like, what do you mean? You didn't know that she was married? We all know that she was married. And that was 20 years, that's history. You don't do that amongst friends.
Right.
Because there's no loyalty.
Right.
There's no loyalty, and you got to look up, and your person that you invited to your house and you celebrating your birthdays and going to games with, you got to look up and they're in Italy with your husband.
Right.
How'd you find that out?
I had checked the manifest of my plane because we owned a plane. And so when you check that list, it says all the people that have rode on the plane. And she didn't ride on it with me, and nor did she receive an invitation from me. So if you had a girlfriend that has her own island, I would think that you would call and say, hey, girl, I'm coming, because I was getting everybody to come. So why you would accept an invitation from him and you don't even know him is unbeknownst to me. I don't know how that could happen. Do you? I guess not.
I never owned a private plane or
not that part.
I don't know, but meaning, yes, this is too rich for me. The manifest of the list, like, damn. So you saw her name on the list.
Mm-hmm. And I tried to call her. And, at first she said, no, I haven't been to Turks and Caicos. I have not been. And it was like, well, wait a minute, And then I called again, and then she stopped answering the phone. So at the time she was dating, at this time,
Michael
when
Strahan?
I found out, she was dating Michael Strahan. So I called him. And I said, hey, do you know anything about this? And, we talked or whatever. And I said, well, let me send you a tape that I have of proof, And so I did.
What tape? What was on the tape?
It was a tape of her and Michael where she was dropping Michael off at the private airport in her car. And they opened the gate and they pulled up to the plane, and she gets out and he gets out, and I go, oh, I didn't know y'all knew each other. And I'm going to leave it right there because that part is my business. The other part is someone else's business, which I've never, would speak on. But for me, that was enough. It was like, wow, I'm going to whoop your ass. Friends don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I would think an enemy would do, or somebody that I just don't know. But someone that you have to watch your girl. Where I come from, south side of Chicago, that's an ass whooping. That's an ass whooping. Period.
And here's the kicker. Lisa Raye also said that even though the two of them can never be friends again, she doesn't want any bad blood and doesn't want any tension since they run in the same circles. But word is that Nicole is not having any of that. She allegedly wasn't too happy that Lisa Raye basically came out here running her mouth and then wanted to act like she was the peacemaker in the situation.
It may be social media. No. Social media took on a mountain of its own. And like I said, listen, it said I broke up somebody's marriage, which is absolutely false. I never did that. There was a statement released by that ex-husband saying it's false. And
you're talking about when Lisa Raye got involved and said you slept with her husband.
Yes, and it's not true.
No, she talked real breezy on social media.
I know, it's not true. First of all, her husband released a statement.
That was the Turks and Caicos king.
Yes, saying it's not true.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nobody focused on that issue. No one, they just focused on
bed with Roxy, so
it has nothing to do with me.
I'm just saying.
And if Lisa Raye really thought that Nicole getting with Michael Misick was betrayal, what Nicole did next really had Lisa Raye wanting nothing to do with her. Y'all remember that around 2011, rumors started going around that Lisa Raye was in a relationship with Pastor Noel Jones. As soon as words started going around that the two of them were an item, Lisa Raye was like, there was nothing to see here. She basically said that he was just her spiritual guide, a friend, and nothing more. But Pastor Noel Jones didn't exactly jump in to deal with the rumors as quickly as Lisa Raye did. He let that idea float around for a while, and even on his reality show, Pastors of LA, they played around with the storyline of whether or not Lisa Raye could be a pastor's wife if he could fit into her world too. And it wasn't until later on that he started talking about him and Lisa Raye not being a couple. But if what the streets are saying are true, those two were involved with each other for a while and they were actually getting serious until someone else stepped into their relationship. Now, take this with a grain of salt because none of this has been 100% confirmed. However, insiders are saying that when Nicole heard that Lisa Raye was moving on with someone she knew, she came back swinging and made sure to hit Lisa Raye exactly where it hurts. And Nicole isn't apologetic about it at all because if Lisa Raye can ruin her relationship, then her relationship with Pastor Noel Jones was free game too. But after seeing the way Nicole moved, the internet wasn't siding with her at all. And they are saying that she should have just let things be once Lisa Raye stopped talking about her.
Nicole Murphy, you're disgusting. You sat on that couch and you laughed. It ain't no moment. It's a mess. You wrong for that. You the type of women that let these men be evil. They gotta have some help, and women like you are that type of help.
Someone said, Nicole Murphy is so gorgeous to be as diabolical as she is. Sleeping with your friends' husbands is so lowbrow. Ick. Another person wrote, I don't understand how Nicole can end her marriage to Eddie after being cheated on, only to have affairs with her friends' husbands. She seems to care more about still being hot and alluring than her friendships with Lisa Raye or Leela. But do you guys think Nicole Murphy was right to get her lick back, or should she have just left Lisa Raye alone? Let's talk in the comments and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.